We are in an era where mobile phones have become a significant part of our lives. No matter where we are and what we do, our phones are almost always with us. Despite their today's multidimensional use, at the core their purpose is to keep in touch. So it's important that we receive the non-stop service. Your phone connects to a cell tower, often situated somewhere far away, to even send a simple text message to the person sitting next to you, let alone the friends or family on the other side of the planet. Therefore, these towers are crucial to keep you connected, and they are very important for the network. But when a tower stops working, everybody in the area simply loses connectivity. This kind of breakdowns often occurs due to disasters such as storms, floods, earthquakes, at times when we probably need the telecommunication services the most. Imagine how useful it would be if in such situations we could still communicate using our mobile phones so that we could get in touch with our loved ones to inform them about our safety, or if we are trapped we could call the emergency services for the help. That is exactly what my research is about, designing wireless networks that are robust enough to work under all circumstances without any central device, such as cell towers or Wi-Fi routers, so that even in the scenarios mentioned previously, we can still use our wireless devices to communicate. Mobile networks work very much like postal system. So in theory, it will be like being able to send letters and parcels without a post office in town, while making sure that they reach the correct address as efficiently as possible. How to achieve that? The way it works is that all the wireless devices in the area, such as mobile phones, laptops, and tablets, form a network by themselves to provide each other the functionality that was previously being provided by the cell towers. We refer to this kind of networks as mobile ad hoc networks. In post office terminology, it will be like you hand in your letter to a neighbor of your friend who doesn't live too far from your house and is going to the city where you want to send the letter to and will happily deliver it for you. Quite complex and unrealistic in real life, but that's exactly how it works in ad hoc networks. For example, your device will connect to another device nearby, and that will connect to the next one, which in turn will connect to another one, and so on. This way, all the devices will form a mesh like the one shown in the picture and help one another to carry the messages and calls. Obviously, the functionality will need to be built into the devices during manufacturing, so current devices will not be capable of building such networks. It will be accomplished by programming devices with necessary protocols that include instructions on mutual coordination. As convenient as it sounds, there are a lot of challenges to overcome before it can be a reality. For example, there will always be devices that will either move out of range or run out of power and make it difficult to maintain the connections. Also, because there is no central device to work as a hub for the control of the network operation, it is distributed in nature, which makes the management of and the fault operation extremely difficult. Just imagine if everybody is made a manager of the organization, it will be the very same scenario. It also makes the network highly susceptible to security threats because any device that's part of the network can easily influence its operation, eavesdrop the information, and intrude with other devices' functionality. So that's something that needs the most attention. A lot of research has been done to mitigate these problems, resulting in many different proposed solutions to each of them, which in itself is a problem because there are way too many to choose from, and some of the best developed techniques are not compatible with each other. For example, some protocols are designed purely to combat the power issues, as the wireless devices have limited amount of power available at their disposal. While they greatly improve the power efficiency, they don't take many other factors into consideration. Similarly, other protocols focus on mobility and develop techniques to allow for maximum movement for the participant devices, which is definitely essential for any wireless network, even more so for ad hoc networks because there is no static infrastructure and practically every device is movable. Although it's important to appreciate the quality and achievements of individual techniques and protocols, what matters to the users of the network most is its all-time availability and overall quality, for which it's important to find the right balance of the techniques that can work together to create a functioning network. For my PhD, I'm analyzing how well connected a network is when employing different protocols. To observe that, I use computer simulation, for which I build network prototypes in software and carry out the experiments basing them as close to real life as possible. By the end of my research project, I'm aiming to come up with the solutions that help the network designers to choose the right protocols for designing efficient and reliable networks which are available to provide services round the clock, at least the basic connectivity, no matter what the circumstances. So while I wish no one is ever trapped in any disaster, I will feel a little better that at least I helped you to get connected with your loved ones even at the worst of the times, or you managed to reach the emergency services in your hour of need.